Why do breakups happen after or during pregnancy? We're gonna get to the bottom of it, man. Welcome to No Cap No Filter. I'm your host Molly G, back at y'all in the episode of Run It With You. And I came across this clip and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do a reaction to it, man. I haven't seen this. We're gonna react to it together. Without further ado, let's get into it. See what this young lady is talking about. I think I have a theory on this, on what she's gonna say, but let's see if we on the same page.
It'd be crazy because a lot of people really be wondering why a man and a woman break up, and it always seem like, dang, they just had a baby and they already not together. They just be having babies and breaking up and blah blah blah. I'm gonna tell you something that I just feel like a lot of people do not talk about. We need more mothers and more fathers educating these young men on what postpartum is, what it means to carry a baby inside of a woman. Because, see, men make a decision to have babies with a woman and fail to realize that the woman you are making that decision with is not going to be the woman throughout that pregnancy or up to 2 years after. Everything about her is going to change, from the way that she eats, from the way that she sleeps, to the way that she thinks. Her body is going to go through so many different phases, and you have to be equipped enough to deal with that. World will sit there and really bash a pregnant woman, or even if she just had the baby, and just say, oh, you should just move on and blah blah blah, and have no understanding of what that actually means, like in the mindset and in this mind state that can actually put a woman in. Y'all realize that being treated bad by your child's father while pregnant can actually make you not want the baby? It can literally make you not
This is literally a video just about bashing the man, just putting all the, blame on the man.
want to feed your baby, look at your baby, deal with the whining and the crying. Like, postpartum is so dangerous, not just for the mother, but for the child. And these men are not educated on what it means to put a baby inside of a woman and treat her bad. And then they wonder why a woman can't bounce back. They wonder why a woman can't look at them the same. At the most vulnerable moment of a woman's.
All right, I did not think this video was going to be about something bashing, man. I thought she was going to hold up some accountability on both sides, but this is what I believe. Now the men out here who being bad, or mean or mistreating a uh, girl or the child's mother during pregnancy, that's a whole nother different conversation. That's just a terrible dude, and 9 times out of 10, the woman damn sure seen all type of red flags and didn't vet them properly and just got with him anyway and had a baby with this guy. Um, this is my theory. I think I spoke on this once, but I'm gonna go ahead on and speak on it again. I think, especially those relationships that they've been together for a while, and you know all of a sudden the girl ends up pregnant, and all of a sudden now they finally break up. They probably had some toxic back and forth going on, getting back together, uh calling things quits, getting back together, calling things quits, and now as soon as the baby come, that's when everything changed. I think it's a psychological thing involved. I think the man know, okay, I got a baby with her, I'm tied and attached to her no matter what, forever. Even if she gets a boyfriend, even if I get a girlfriend, later on down the line, I'll be able to, get in where I fit in with her, if you know what I mean. I think that's what the man think. And the woman, I think they think, well, even if I don't be with him, I could use the child as a pawn if need be. You know, Even if I don't be with him, I could be incentivized by keeping this baby one way or another. To me, that was a crazy mindset. But, you know, and even if I don't be with him, I can still mess with him on the low because I'm tied to him, you know? So I think that's what be it. But when you call something quits with somebody and you ain't got no ties with them, you ain't got no baby with them, eventually somebody can just move on and go about their business. But when you get that tie to somebody, when you get that something that, gonna keep y'all bonded together, it's hard to shake. And that's why a lot of men don't want to get in a relationship with a woman who's already been pregnant by another man, because that man can always say, "Oh, I want my family back." Especially when things start getting good, that's when the man always come around and say, "I want their family back," and that leaves the woman in a bind, especially if the child is very young.
Life when she has no control over her mind, over her body. You decide to drag because she's having mood swings. And you know what's funny? I don't even blame the men because it takes a woman, the main women in their life, to explain to them what this means. But then you got these mothers out here and these sisters out here and these cousins out here who will literally encourage you, encourage them, these men in their life, to, oh, just leave her alone. Oh, she act like, oh, no, 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 no. Like, you got people that encourage that type of abuse. And when I tell you, this is why relationships go bad after children. This is why people break up after children, and children end up growing up in unhealthy homes. Before you make a decision to have a baby with a woman, young men, please be assured that she is not going to be the person that you're making that decision with throughout her pregnancy and at least up to 2 years after. You change dramatically. You don't start feeling like your real self for I don't know how long. So yeah, y'all need to start educating these men and these little boys, because for real, it's real sickening to see how many pregnant women get drug on out here in this world.
Yeah, man.
These men are not educated on what it means.
I think I think when it comes to this generation of fathers that's not with the child's mother, I think this generation is much more better than the last generation. But it's a lot of social media dads out there as well, I will say. But I also think that this generation and the last generation still did bad when it comes to full households in the family. Now, people throw out statistics and all that, and sometimes statistics can be wrong. Sometimes they can be misleading without other context. But I just feel like we can do better when it comes to just mating with someone, having a kid, and then it just be that one family, no step kids, no single baby mamas, no single baby daddies, no none of that. Just whoever you choose to have a child with, that's who you're going to be with. And I'm a part of that problem myself because I have a child and I never was with the child's mother, you know so I'm a part of that statistic as well. And I ain't gonna come up here and act like I'm preaching on something and I'm just going against, and I'm just living up to what I'm practicing what I'm preaching, basically, is what I want to say. But I feel like the next girl that I have a child with, I'm damn sure gonna try my best to have something long term with her, you know. And I think we just got to do better at vetting. I think we got to do better at dating. I think a lot of men, they have kids with women out of lust. And I think lust be the downfall of a lot of men. I think women have a lot of kids with men out of lust and out of just the feeling of wanting to have a baby, and out of illogical decisions, and out of monetary gain. Might not even lust after the man, but if he got money, or if you think he got money, or you want the kid. So I think women get pregnant by men for multitude of reasons, and I think men get women pregnant for simply lust. And I just think men got to get better with having better dick discipline, and I think women just got to get better with choosing the right man to lay down with and go through and have the kid with. Because one thing about the women, you could choose who you have a baby with. The man, yes, if he's disciplined enough, he can choose up to a certain extent. But if the time do happen where y'all get pregnant, keeping the baby is all on the woman. So you in full control on who you have a baby with as a woman. And I just think we got to get better at seeing red flags. I think we got to get better at vetting. I think women need to have more men in their life where they could, ask, hey, what you think about him? The guy that I'm dating, and you ain't got to just all the way listen to them, but at least take their word to heed. But I don't know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Y'all agree with her? Y'all disagree? Let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Until next time, I'm out.